Hello fashion creatives, welcome to today's tutorial. We'll be talking about how to read a tape accurately. So here is my measuring tape or tape measure. So we'll be talking about how to read this accurately. One thing you should note when trying to take your measurement is that stick with the tape measure is graduated in inches, and if we flip over to the other side, this is in centimeters. So if you are going to be recording your measurement in inches, make sure you stick to that. If you are going to be recording it in centimeters, then make sure you stick to that, so you don't swipe in between. Just stick to whatever metric you are going to be using to record your measurement. So in this part of the world, in Nigeria, what we are used to is recording our measurement in inches. So I will be talking about how to read your tape measure in inches. So we have two types of tape measure. We have the 8 stroke, I call something, we have the 8 stroke tape measure, and then we have the 16 stroke tape measure. So this is the 8 stroke tape measure, and the reason why I call it that is that um, in between 1 inch we have 8 strokes. So this is zero, this is zero, then this is 1 stroke, this is the second stroke, third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, seventh, and eighth, which makes up 1 inch. So in between an inch we have 8 strokes. So that is why I call it the 8 stroke tape measure. So I'll be explaining this first before going to the 16 stroke tape measure. So let's say you want to take a measurement and then it falls in between, maybe somewhere around here, and you'll be wondering how are you going to read your measurement around there. So there's this term that I used to use. This is what I call 1 stroke. 1 stroke is the same thing as 0.125 if you convert it to decimal place. So it's the same thing as 1/8. That is 1/8. That is the first of the 8 strokes. So 1/8 or 1/8 or 0.125 in decimal place. Then the second stroke is 0.25 or 28. 0.25 in decimal, then in fraction, that is 2/8 or 28. Then the third stroke is 38 or 0.375. The fourth stroke is 48 or half. 4/8, when you divide it further you get half or 0.5 in a decimal place. Then the fifth one is 5/8 or 0.625 in decimal place. Then the sixth stroke is 6/8, 6/8, you understand, or 0.75. Then the seventh stroke is 7/8 or 0.875. Then this is 8/8, that is the eighth stroke. 8/8 or 1, which makes up the complete 1 inch. So let's say you're taking another measurement and it falls like around here. So this is 3, then you count the stroke, 1 2 3, that is 3/8. You understand? That is 3/8, and when you convert 3/8 to decimal, that gives you 0.375. So while taking your measurement, or maybe you need to divide a circumferential measurement, and then you didn't get a whole number, you got something like a fraction or a decimal in between. So it helps you to be able to read your tape accurately in case you don't have your measurement in whole numbers, that it's in fraction or in decimal place. So that's the 8 stroke tape measure. Then I'll be talking about the 16 stroke tape measure. So this is the 16 stroke tape measure. So we have 16 strokes in between 1 inch. For an inch, 16 strokes makes up 16 strokes make up 1 inch for the 16 stroke tape measure. So here we have this is 0, then 1 2. 2 strokes makes up 1/8 of the 8 stroke tape measure. So that is 2/16. You understand? So 2/16, when you divide it further, it gives you 1/8, which is the same thing as 0.125 when you do the decimal conversion. So 1 2, this is 1/8 or 2/16. So this is another 1 2, that is 4/16 or 2/8. Then another 1 2, which makes the 3/8 or 6/16. You just count 1 2 3 4 5 6, then over 16, which is the total strokes that makes up the 1 inch. So wherever it falls, it might be if you continue further, this is 6/16, which is the same thing as 3/8. Then this is 1 2. This makes up this is 4/8 or half. 4/8 or half. And this is, if you count for the 16 stroke, it is 8 the 8th stroke. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is 8/16 or 4/8 or half or 0.5. Then this is 10 1 2, that is 5/8 or 10/16. So that is 10/16. Then the next one is 1 2, that will make 12/16, which is the same thing as 6/8 or 0.75. Then we have 13 14 14/16, which makes 7/8 when you divide it further, or 0.875. Then we have 16/16, which makes 1 inch or 8/8 when you divide it further into 2. So 2 strokes of the 16 stroke tape measure makes up 1 stroke of the 8 stroke tape measure. So here it is now, if you compare both here. So this is 1 2, 1/8 for this, or 2/16 for this, and it's the same thing as when you divide 2/16 further, you get 1/8. Then this is 1 2 3 4 4/16. When you divide it further, you will get 2/8. So I hope this explains it better. This brings us to the end of this tutorial, and do subscribe to our channel for further tutorials. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.